My boyfriend wants me to go home with him to Europe for the holidays, but I'm terrified his family will see me as the fat American stereotype and wonder why he's with me, and I don't think I can handle that. I, 19F, met my boyfriend, 21M, online. He's from a country in Europe and I live in America. We've been together for 2 years and actually together for 10 months. He started regularly coming to America early this year because he plans on coming here permanently for school next year, and he's amazing. He's the nicest, sweetest, funniest person I've ever met, and I have no idea how I got this lucky. He's also way above me in terms of looks, and I have pretty low self-esteem to start with, so that occasionally puts me down because women constantly obviously check him out. As you probably guessed from the title, I'm overweight. I'm not like 400 pounds, I can walk, and if I need to run I can run, and I can touch my toes and take care of myself and all that. I'm really obsessive with my hygiene because I'm scared of fulfilling the fat people smell bad stereotype. I try to wear things that flatter me, but I always keep my arms and back covered, and my boyfriend is the only person outside of my family who has ever seen me without a sweater. I try to put some effort into my appearance because if I'm going to be fat I could at least be fat and not sloppy. I've never been a healthy weight. The last time I was a healthy weight was literally when I came out of my mom lol. My parents were poor when I was growing up, so I grew up with the if you don't clean your plate you're wasting food mentality drilled into me. Once when I was about 5 I didn't finish dinner and had to sit at the table for hours until I finished it. Side note, my parents aren't abusive. They were 19 and 20 at the time and didn't know what they were doing. We have an amazing relationship now. Obviously I can't blame my parents for all of my weight problems. I'm grown. I like to cook and bake, and I don't exactly make healthy food. But I grew up fat and was constantly bullied for my weight and glasses, so I haven't had very good self-esteem in a long time. So because of all that, my weight and low self-esteem and everything, I really do not want to go home with my boyfriend for Christmas. About 2 days ago he asked me what I thought about meeting his family and spending Christmas and New Year's in his home country. I told him I'd have to think about it, and the more I think about it, the more I'm dreading even the idea. I really want to go and meet his family. I love him, and if we got married somewhere down the line I'd be the happiest girl on the planet. But I also really don't want to go. I don't want to be on a plane because I don't know how big the seats are. I'm worried about being in a country where most people are thin and walk and bike everywhere, and I'm worried about being seen as a McDonald's eating fat American stereotype, or whatever it is people think. I'm terrified of his family not liking me because they know he can do better. I've admittedly been a little mopey these past few days while I thought about it, and he's noticed. I don't want him to think I don't want to meet his family because I'm not committed to him or anything. I just don't want to embarrass him. So my question is, what do I do? Do I go? If I could lose 80 pounds in the next couple of weeks then I could go, but unfortunately that's impossible. Do I just not go and tell him why? Would that mess up our relationship? I'm so confused and I just don't know what to do. Edit. I'm sorry I haven't gotten to everyone's comments. I've been in class and the amount of comments got a little overwhelming. I did read them all though, and I really appreciate the effort people put into their replies. Everyone has been telling me to go. I know I need to. I'm going to tell him yes I'm going before I let myself back out. Thank you for everyone who pushed me to go. I know I need to step out of my comfort zone at some point. Thank you again for the replies. I know if I don't go I'll regret it. I just have to keep telling myself that. Update, 1 month later. Hi everyone. It's been about a month since my first post and a couple people asked for an update, so here it is. The general consensus of the original comments was that I needed to talk to my boyfriend about my concerns and go through with the trip. So I did. I sat my boyfriend down and said we needed to talk, which obviously scared him because that's a sentence nobody in a relationship wants to hear. Once I was done explaining how I felt and stuff, he just kind of looked at me like I was insane and was just like, "You really think my family would be that shallow?" When he put it that way it finally dawned on me how silly I was being. We talked about my self-esteem and stuff and he asked if there was any way to help me feel better. I told him I didn't want my self-esteem to rely on one person, and he already compliments me so much that there's not any room for improvement in the first place. We decided that our New Year's resolution would be to just start eating healthier in general and going on walks and little things like that. As for the trip, I did end up going and had an absolute blast. The second I got on the plane, and fit in the seat fine, my mood went from dread to complete utter excitement. His family is amazing. His mom is the sweetest woman on the planet, and she makes amazing hot chocolate, and he definitely gets his sense of humor from his dad. We stayed until January 5th, and in the end I didn't even want to leave. The food, the markets, the snow, the people, everything about it was incredible, and I can't wait to go back. He's from Germany for anyone who was wondering. Thank you to everyone who convinced me to go. I'm so happy I stepped out of my comfort zone.